figure out how to put their life back together. There's a family. This isn't about wins and losses. This is a tragedy, no matter how you look at it. It's a tragedy for that family. We've got a police officer that's got to try to figure out how to put their life back together. There's a family, the Cruthcers, who have lost a son, a father, a brother, and they've got to figure out how to fill that hole and void in their life. You know, this is not a positive thing, no matter how you cut it. I mean, we're glad that our member has been cleared, but this is not a time for celebration. The testimony that the DA investigator did not write a report to memorialize any of his activities it not only troubles me, but it should trouble every citizen out there. You know, police officers write reports for a reason, to track things so that citizens can have checks and balances and follow and see what happens in investigations so that we can recreate these things when trials come up. And the fact that he testified that he's the person who wrote the arrest affidavit, however, he didn't write any reports. And when was questioned about it, who did you speak with at the scene? Who did you talk to? He couldn't produce any of that information because he didn't write a report. That's unacceptable.
From my granddaughter, and it says, JoJo, that lady killed my daddy. And in response to that, I told her God is still in control, and you remember that. I have 4 grandchildren that are at home now that has lost their daddy. I said that I would accept whatever the verdict was, and I'm going to do that. But let it be known that I believe in my heart that Betty Shelby got away with murder. And I don't know what was in the mind of that jury, how they could come to that conclusion. There was precise evidence that said she was guilty.
This is definitely a tough pill to swallow. The facts were there. All the elements of manslaughter was there. Terence's hands were up. Terence was not an imminent threat. Terence did not attack her. Terence did not charge at her. Terence was not the aggressor. Betty Shelby was the aggressor. Betty Shelby had the gun. Betty Shelby was following him with his hands up. Betty Shelby murdered my brother. And after she murdered my brother, all of the officers involved with the Tulsa Police Department tried to cover for her. What I got out of this case is that a cover-up was exposed. A cover-up was exposed. And they walked by my brother to go check on Betty Jo. In the last few breaths of my brother's life, he laid there alone. And nobody held his hand. Nobody said, Terence, or hey, are you okay? He had to lay there alone. And these are officers who are paid to serve and protect us.
Which way are they facing? Now. They're facing westbound. I think he may have just been tasered. Shots fired!
Well, he's got his hands up there for her now. Mike, I'm going to hit the recorder. This guy's still walking and following commands.
Not for taser, I think.
That's got a feeling that's about to happen.
That looks like a bad dude too, to be honest with you.
Which way are they facing?
Police 1, they're facing westbound.
I started screaming.
It's Jan, Nikki 6. James Hetfield is sitting in with us tonight. Speaking of, like, pleasing your fans and always being their band, do you find it really hard?
Which way are they facing?
Now?
They're facing westbound. I think he may have just been tasered. Shots fired!
That looks like a bad dude too, to be honest with you.
Which way are they facing?
Police 1, they're facing westbound. I think he may have just been tasered.
Shots fired!
You all want to know who that big bad dude was? That big bad dude was my twin brother. That big bad dude was a father. That big bad dude was a son. That big bad dude was enrolled at Tulsa Community College. Just wanting to make us proud.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.